even come back.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC East. It's the Thunderbirds and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll try the right side this time. There he goes, inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Hunter out there for the Thunderbirds, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On on third down. They'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. That one is good. And the Thunderbirds are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the 50, he'll step under pressure and they got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The defense has got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. The extra point is up and through. And the Thunderbirds are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side, he's got Komet. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Thunderbirds offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They go back to Allen. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So, first quarter. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. On the handoff, it's Allen. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
19 Tigers.
He'll look to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Thunderbirds offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. Thrown left side. The catch is made. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. Here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a toss, right side. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Oh, he gets it right. Oh, the ball is out. One of the Giants has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he will get into the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Thunderbirds are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the right side and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to... And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now the return. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. To the air again is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is caught. What a throw. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Thunderbirds are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. A first down there, gain of 14 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards. On first down, Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by DJ Turner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Let's go. Let go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the tight end, Komet. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. He'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Neighbors. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Isaiah Crowell, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Lions looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visit.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Daniels. He runs with it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for the New York Giants.
A carry here for Allen. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanderstill.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That is caught. And he will score. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Thunderbirds. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Another run, and again, it's Allen. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down. On the give, this is Allen. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On the ground, it's Allen. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And he's into the end zone. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, Giants. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But Sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now a give up the middle, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Daniels. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. They get 19 on that pass play, and that will be a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what... Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down, and here's Allen. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Daniels. Again, working deep downfield.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He's going to try it here again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. Throwing again. Daniel. He's going to look downfield once again. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Wk1.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play